This is a normal Arduino UNO, but how long? Turn this board into Arduino MIDI velocity sensitive drum pad. So let us see how this works. Let's get into the video. For this video we need an Arduino UNO, a piezo transducer and OTG cable and a printer cable to connect Arduino to OTG header. So let's get into the video. First open, and we need softwares Arduino IDE, plus we need flip software, flip tool. Here is the flip tool to update this firmware, serial USB firmware. In this video we are updating this firmware into MIDI firmware. Basically it contains serial firmware. This IC, this is Atmega 16U2 IC. This is driver, serial drive. Present this has serial driver, serial communication driver. So in this video we are updating this serial communication driver into MIDI driver. Let's get into the video. So here is the flip tool and this is Arduino code we are using, right? And this code has only one drum. So to update this firmware we have to do few things. So first connect this Arduino UNO to laptop. So now I connected this board to laptop. This is the power LED on and this is the basic light L is on. Okay, next go to device manager. And in the device manager open sound, video and game controller. Expand this. In this device is showing as Arduino MIDI. This is the device, Arduino MIDI is connected to this laptop. Now actually this has MIDI firmware. Now I will show you how to upgrade the serial firmware to MIDI firmware. Take a tester or something which is conducting and short these two terminals. Short these first two terminals. Just I touched these two terminals, shorted, and you can see that Arduino MIDI device is disconnected and it is showing as libusb win32 devices. You can see here Atmega 16U2 device here, and this device is showing as Atmega 16U2 in the device manager. Now first we have to upload serial programming driver to this Atmega 16U2 to make transactions to this IC, this Atmega 3208 chip. First Arduino ID, flip tool, go to file, load hex file or recent. I am using recent file. This is the Arduino UNO, right? So here is the Arduino UNO opened. Okay, here you can see DFU means device firmware update. Okay, this is the device and this is the firmware IC. Now we are updating. Click on this USB icon, click USB, open. Now you can see a light TX and RX are blinking, not glowing, right? Means this port is open and is ready for receiving data from this port. Just click run, right? Now this Atmega 16U2 is programmed with serial data or serial communication driver. Now we have to open device manager. Still this is showing as Atmega 16U2 libusb win32 devices. So just we need to disconnect and connect ray again. I have disconnected it and I have connecting. Just I connected this, reconnected. Now let us check how this device is showing in the laptop. Go to, wait for a while. Okay, right. Go to ports. Under ports you can see that this device is showing as Arduino UNO COM13. This is the device showing as Arduino UNO COM13. Now we can program it using Arduino IDE. Open the code sketch, go to tools. As I said before, this chip is only Atmega 328. This chip does not contain P 328P. This is not Atmega 328P. This is only Atmega 328. So to program this we have to tweak some settings, and I have made the settings. Let me check is everything is fine and configured correctly. Right. Now go to tools, board, under board select Atmega 328. If you are having original Atmega 328P, just go for this option and select Arduino UNO. You need not to tweak any settings. Just select board, AVR boards, Arduino UNO. Just click this and select correct port, and next go to compile, verify, or it is verifying. still it is compiling. So many subscribers or so many viewers are asking some errors they are getting. So see, basically all those errors are uh, coming from the MIDI library. So to solve those errors, we have to install MIDI library to your device. Either you are using PC or mobile phone, you have to install MIDI library to your Arduino IDE. And still, if you have any doubts regarding updating the firmware of this Atmega 16 U2, you can feel free to comment. I will respond to you. It is taking so much time to compile the code. So as this is the first time after my reboot, it is taking some time. It is restarted compiling. Yes, it is done compiling. Now click on upload. See, this LED RX and TX are indicating the transaction process. At the same time, you can see the status of upload here, this green bar. Now uploading. You can see the output, verbose output. See, ever do done, thank you. Now it has MIDI code in this chip, but this Atmega 16 U2 has only serial data or serial driver, serial communication driver. Now we have to update this firmware into serial firmware into MIDI firmware. Let us do that. Now we have to defuse this serial driver by shorting these two terminals. Just see, in the device manager, this device is showing as Arduino UNO COM13, and we don't have any lib32 devices or Atmega 16 U2 devices or MIDI devices right now. Just see the device manager action. Now this Atmega 16 U2 is ready to receive hex files. So here we can see that libusb Win32 device Atmega 16 U2, and now open flip, go to file, recent, MIDI, Arduino MIDI, open, USB, open. Now this is ready to receive firmware. Click on run. Flash complete, and this device is MIDI code here, MIDI driver here. right? Now let us check whether it is working or not. Let us check. First, it is showing as, or it is identified as a MIDI device. To do that, just disconnect and reconnect. We can see that Arduino MIDI under sound, video and game controllers, Arduino MIDI. So this device is showing as Arduino MIDI. Now disconnect from laptop. You can see that this device is having Arduino MIDI code. This phone has G-Stomper. I am connecting with USB Type C port. Connected. I am opening G-Stomper here. You can see that the pop-up. Do you want to use the MIDI device? Arduino project Arduino MIDI with G-Stomper Studio. Click on OK. Now this device is sending MIDI commands to G-Stomper Studio. Let us check. Connect a piezo transducer to A0 and ground. Now, so you are seeing that when I touching this, it is sending MIDI commands to G-Stomper Studio. Let us check. When I hitting this piezo transducer, you can see a MIDI signal is going through this port and it is indicated by an LED activity. Let us check. Now see the volume indicator. See here the MIDI input, MIDI receiver is showing the MIDI input indicator. Here is the level, volume level. You can see, I hope you are listening that. Let me check with another sample. You can see this track is light up, track number 6. So this is the video all about upgrading the firmware of Arduino board, and this board can be connected to any mobile which is supporting MIDI firmware, right? Thank you. If you still have any doubt regarding upgrading this firmware or any doubt about drum pads, feel free to comment. Feel free to contact with me via WhatsApp. Thank you. Have a good day.